Welcome everyone to the Freedom Project. I'm so excited for those of you who are joining us live and for those who are watching this recording, welcome. We're so excited tonight. We have 4 brave men coming on to share their story of health and hope and financial futures changing. So that's really exciting. I get the honor and privilege of hosting the call tonight and also sharing with you our wonderful product line. I heard about this product line 6 years ago, although it has been around for 25 years. The product line is basically concentrated nutrition in a capsule, gummy chew. We also have a protein powder, protein bars. We've got a vegan omega, and then we've got a tower garden, which plugs into the wall and grows your fruits and vegetables vertically. So our whole product line is based and geared towards helping families get more nutrition into them. And our mission statement is to inspire healthy living around the world. We have 40 published clinical research studies on our product done at highly renowned places of education, such as Yale University. We've got them going on in Tokyo and France and all over the world. They are double-blind, placebo-tested clinical trials done on humans taking the product. And I love that because it's based on blood work, and the researchers don't know who's taking the product and who's taking the placebo. So the results are very specific, and I love our research studies. So my background is that I'm a high school science teacher by trade. When I first heard about this product line, I was actually thinking to myself, we're good eaters, thanks, but no thanks. And I really believed that we should be teaching our kids to eat it the real way. So I said no for a whole year. And finally, when my son's tonsil infections were getting so frequent that we were in the hospital every 2 months, we were seeing behavior issues, attention span concerns. He was becoming aggressive. I was taking parenting classes. And deep down, my gut said, this is to do with his tonsil infections. This is to do with all of those things that he's on every month. We were on Amoxil and Tylenol and Advil. And so I thought, I'm going to get his tonsils taken out. That was my solution. So I'm going to just go into a little bit more depth around our product. First of all, starting with our Juice Plus capsules. So this is our fruit blend. This is our dark berry blend. And then this is our vegetable blend. And what happens is we take 30 raw fruits and vegetables. We grow them until they're completely vine ripened. And then we put them into a giant grinder with their seeds, pits, peels, tops, bottoms, everything goes into the grinder. It's then dried out at very low temperatures and put into a capsule or a chewable. Children get this product for free for 4 years with an adult order, which is phenomenal. All we ask in exchange is a little bit of survey data so that we can legally give you free product. And I find that program to be incredible because it is helping families afford to have their entire family taking this product. One thing I love about this product, one of the many things, it's got an NSF certification, which means that a third party comes into our warehouse and tests our product unannounced. They can come in anytime they want. For 25 years, we've never lost this certification. And what it means is that if it's on the label, it's all they've ever found in the bottle. So that means just pure raw fruits and vegetables and nothing in terms of contaminants. So no heavy metals, no pesticides, no herbicides, no molds, no anything other than just pure raw fruits and vegetables, making this product safe for pregnant and nursing mamas, making it safe for children and babies and everybody to be taking no matter what, because it's just pure raw whole food. Okay, so that is our Juice Plus capsules. Then we have our vegan omega. So this is going to be a mixture of all different oils, starting with LJ. We skipped the middle fish, so to speak, and we went directly to where they're getting their omegas from, and that is from the LJ source. We also have raspberry seed oil, sea buckthorn berry oil. We've got all kinds of different oils in here, giving a blend of omega 3, 5, 7, 6, 7, and 9. And that's incredible. This product, I've noticed a huge change in my hair growth, how thick it is, my skin, my nails, and I know that those are the last things to get nutrition, which means that my internal organs are getting this kind of nutrition as well. And one thing that's really interesting about the omegas is that over 65% of Americans are plant fat deficient. And the reason this is a concern is that we're constantly regenerating brain tissue, and our bodies will have to make that brain tissue out of whatever it can get its hands on. And if you're only eating processed foods like, KFC, McDonald's, or fast foods too, then your brain tissue is actually going to be comprised of some of those things for a while. And that really floored me. Like, I'm with the best of them. I will eat chips and dip. I will eat pizza. I love all those kinds of foods. But knowing that that's not my normal and that I am bridging the gap with these vegan omegas is huge. I love that my kids are taking these as well, because not only are they regenerating their existing brain tissue, they're building new brain every single day. And I'm glad it's coming from a clean plant source. So that's our capsule line. Again, the fruit, vegetable, and berry do come in chewables as well, but the omega just comes in the capsules. For children, you're welcome to snip them and then squeeze out the oils. They can just suck it right out. It tastes just like oranges, or you can put it into food as well. Our complete protein line is 14 different fruits and vegetables. We've got our French vanilla complete, and then we've got our Dutch chocolate complete. This is a vegan protein. It's, as I said, 14 different fruits and vegetables than what you would be getting in the Juice Plus. It's great for pre or post workout. I love it every morning for my kids. They get it as a chocolate milk with their nutritionally deficient cereals that I still let them have. And I love knowing that they're getting, things like broccoli sprouts and pumpkin powder and all this good stuff in their chocolate milk. And truly it does taste like chocolate milk, the Dutch chocolate, and the French vanilla tastes like a white cake. So I love mixing that one with any sort of fruits and vegetables as an actual smoothie. My kids love a green smoothie, and they'll tell me, more spinach, Mom. And I always laugh at them and say, yeah, you guys are real brave when this tastes like dessert. But that's awesome as a parent, knowing that you can get that into them every single day. Kelly uses them for workouts. He's not sharing his product story tonight, so I just wanted to plug that in there because he does go to the gym a lot, and he has been able to switch over to vegan protein, which admittedly he drug his feet on. But it took a while, and he has noticed that his workouts are completely the same. His muscle mass has not decreased, and that's been pretty cool for him and for me, knowing that he's got a clean burning fuel in there. So plant protein is always going to look a little less in terms of the grams of protein in there, because our body knows what to do with every single microgram of that protein. We don't need to overload it. So you're not going to see 60 grams of protein, although it will behave similarly in the body. So that's really important to know about our complete line. And then, as I said, the last product line that we have is a tower garden. You plug it in. It's got a basin that's about 3 feet in diameter. It can grow indoors or outdoors in the summer. And you can grow anything that's not a root-bearing fruit or vegetable. We love to grow our herbs and our lettuces on there. We love basil, and that basil is expensive. A tiny little thing like this is $5. So I always call it like our money tree. You plug it in, and very quickly it pays itself off. And then all of a sudden you're just printing cash, right? And you can run this thing all winter in your basement. Plug it in, put some grow lights on it. It's crazy that you're eating garden lettuce all year round. And the kids get really involved in their growing as well. They love going to pick salad for supper. And I love that they're fighting over eating it. It's like, okay, that's a win. So that's our very narrow product line. But as I said, we've been around 25 years, and not a lot of people know about this product line, which is why I love that there's calls like this going on. The research is there to support any of the stories you guys are going to hear tonight. And with that, I would love to invite, first we've got Kris that's going to share what he's noticed in starting the product with us.
Good evening, everyone. Real quick background on me. I've been a farmer my entire life and working in the oil field the past 18 years. I'm married with 2 very active children, 4 and 2 years of age. I was introduced to Juice Plus products 4 years ago. This time my life was very busy. Our oldest boy at the time was 8 months. Every day I came home from work, I was exhausted, needed a quick nap just to get through the remainder of the day. This was time I really wanted to spend with my son, who was just starting to crawl and very excited to see me when I came home. It was also time of the day my wife could really use my support. I felt I was letting my family and myself down. I made excuses that I worked hard during the day, and hey, I'm getting a little older, and this is just what happens, right? Well, lucky for me, when on a family holiday, my sister was talking about a product her family was taking. At first, like many guys, I caught what I wanted to hear every 10th word. But my mom caught my attention when she said how much more energy her and dad had. Well, I needed that. Fast forward a couple months, and I noticed quickly how much more energy I had. I was never falling asleep after work anymore, allowing me to spend this valuable time playing with my son and helping around home in the evenings. I literally felt better than I had in the past decade.
Kris, thank you so much. That's awesome. I love that. And I think a lot of dads are struggling with similar lacks of energy. And so thank you for being brave and sharing your story with us tonight. We appreciate it. And next we have Vince, who's offered to share his product story with us.
Hi, my name is Vince Spila, and I was introduced to Juice Plus through my wife and through my niece. My niece was at her place about January 2016, and I overheard the two of them talking about, how my wife was off many of her medications, that she's having more energy, and started coming out of her shell. Well, I was kind of curious about this, so I asked what this was all about. Well, 4 hours later, I was excited, and I started to take Juice Plus. As a former phys ed teacher and now an administrator in the school, I was always an advocate for healthy living. And thought, I was doing a pretty good job at eating healthy and being active, I thought. But once I started taking the product, I noticed a few things. One of the first things I noticed is that I don't have acid reflux anymore. I used to take Tums like it was candy. I would have Tums in my car, in my house, at school, and I would always have heartburn after eating something or anything. But I realized since on Juice Plus, I haven't had a chance to have any antacids at all. I think the Tums in my car are 2 years old now, and I've not touched them since. I thought, this is interesting. What else has changed? Well, like Michelle mentioned, her hair and nails. My hair and nails also grow. And also notice that my teeth, my gums don't bleed when I floss anymore. And working in school, getting sick seems to be part of the job. There's always some type of germ running around. And well, actually, since I Juice Plus, I have not been sick at all. So working in the school, that's pretty amazing in itself. So I'm excited about that. I'm still involved in sports. And it seems that as I get older, I get sore a day or two after the activity. But again, since I Juice Plus, and especially with the complete shakes, my recovery time is shortened tremendously. I'm no longer sore after exercise. Now, before I was taking Juice Plus, I had 2 bouts of kidney stones, one in which resulted in a visit to the hospital. Well, since on the product, I've been had an attack since, so I'm pretty excited for that too. And finally, one of my biggest benefits that I noticed for myself is, like Kris mentioned, is the energy. I have a lot more energy, I'm a lot more alert, and much more able to keep up with my students now, which is really important when you're in school. And because of the Juice Plus business too, I bought 2 tower gardens where we can now grow our own food too. So anyway, that's my product story in a nutshell. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Vince. And I love the diversity of this product. And I do recall a time where I kept hearing these stories, and I'm such a skeptic, you guys, you have no idea. And I remember making a joke to my friend Sandy and saying, so what, like you can just sprinkle this stuff on a broken bone and then voila, it's healed. And she was like, oh, you're such a skeptic. But honestly, it's just concentrated nutrition. And if we were eating 30 fruits and vegetables that we had grown until complete ripeness, and we were eating the skins, the peels, the pits, the top, the bottom, and we were getting that every day, we certainly would not need a product like this. Our body would be functioning at optimal performance. But because we're not eating those 30 fruits and vegetables every day, and because we're overloading ourselves with processed food more than we ever have before, we do need typically something to bridge that gap. And that's where we see our body start to perform again. And I know as a very good eater, I was shocked at the difference that this product made for us. But what I found out is that what we're getting from the grocery store is not vine ripened anymore. It is far from it. It's very nutritionally depleted. And so with Juice Plus, we do allow our fruits and vegetables to grow until they're ready to fall off the vine. And that really does show up in these results that you hear. And so I love, following these stories with talking about our business. You don't have to do the business. You can certainly be just a customer, but I always share because just in case 1 or 2 people watching this call decides, wow, I love this product. What is the business behind it? I would be amiss if I didn't share our business opportunity as well. And this business opportunity has certainly been good to my family. And you hear stories like that and you start being excited. I know when I started hearing stories and finally believing them and understanding why this product was performing that way, I started mentally listing out the people in my life that needed this, that I wanted to share with my mom, my dad, people that I really wanted to have these health benefits. When I saw the heart health research, I went at my dad immediately and said, look, Dad, we need to get you on this product, and was so excited when he did decide to begin. So that's what leads many of us into the business. We see this product, it aligns with our morals and values. We like helping people. And then I just want to show you a little bit about what we do, because I know, again, I'm a skeptic by nature, and I had a lot of skepticisms about both the product and the business. And when I first thought about this business, I immediately was like, Sandy, I have no interest because it's one of those pyramid things. And I thought about this shape almost instantly. And she lovingly, my friend Sandy, who got me into it as a yogi, and she was like, oh, what do you mean by pyramid? I'm like, like where everybody at the bottom works one person up to the top. And she's like, oh, okay, well, do you mean like Walmart? And honestly, like I put my foot in my mouth. She was like, at the top of Walmart, you have a CEO. And then there's all these different layers of management, provincial managers, regional managers, national managers, store managers. And then at the bottom, there's people stocking the shelves and, running the tills, etc. And if these people are really lucky and they work really hard and they talk to just the right people or know just the right people, they might get promoted to store manager. And if they do, people are probably not going to be that excited for them because everybody else was gunning for that job too. So this culture in our traditional business is really kind of beat everybody else, get there before they do culture. And I noticed this even in my school system. I owned my own business, and although I was the CEO in that business, I paid everybody else before I paid myself, and I was responsible for everything from getting the work to filing the papers to taking the garbages out. But it was still shaped like a pyramid. And so I really was like, okay, fine then, what is our shapes like? And she showed me a rectangle. And she said, here's our business. Everybody starts out down at the bottom as a DLR. Yes, you are fruit and veggie dealer. And I was like, oh, that's so clever. And at the top level of our company, there's national marketing director. And the reason that this is shaped like a rectangle rather than a triangle is that there's unlimited space. There's unlimited amount of people that can be promoted to NMD. Already in our team, we've seen a massive amount of people get to NMD. And across the country and nationally, we have hundreds and hundreds of national marketing directors. And there are layers of different levels in our company. And what happens with getting to NMD is you literally can't get to this level without helping people get promoted. So as you help people get their promotions and you teach them how to do it and you lift them up and raise them up, you get to national marketing director. At the national marketing director level, you get full medical benefits. You get a tuition reimbursement package for you and your entire family. You get $1,000 Christmas bonus every single year, which in our house pays for the entire Christmas every time, which is awesome. It's just like a little cherry on top. And you also are making a full-time income at that level. Every business is a fingerprint, but at this level, I had replaced my teaching income, which was really cool for us. And in this culture, it's not a beat everybody else or get there before they do kind of culture. It's very much a help everybody else culture. And as a result, everybody's very positive. Everybody loves seeing each other. It's like the family reunion that you actually want to go to. People are excited before an event. All the boys are in the lounge getting a beer, being like, how's it going? Like such a different culture than the workplace that I see that Kelly has to go into every other week. And so I love our culture, and that's why I like to speak to it. The next really big objection I had was, okay, here's me. My friend Sandy, the only person I knew in Camrose, signed me up into this business. And I'm like, I don't know anybody else. So how am I going to do this business? And she said, well, yeah, you might not know anybody else in Camrose, but just go out there and share on social media. Just share your experience. Don't juice plus spam everybody. Just show the product that you're taking, and with curiosity, explain what it's been doing to you. And with that curiosity, people started asking me, what is that? What is that? So I'm not putting my Juice Plus website out there. I'm just sharing what it's done for us. Picture of the capsules, picture of my kids drinking a shake. And all of a sudden people were coming to me using calls like this. You invite people to calls like this. They see the product and business and they decide which one they want to do. And through that, I ended up getting 3 people that were excited about the business. And once they get excited, and it wasn't the first 3 I signed up, you guys, those are normal. I got a lot of people that decided they didn't want to do it. I got a lot of people that signed up that didn't really do much, but I got through that. Through all those people, I found 3 people that were excited. And these people decided they wanted to build a business of their own. One of them was my friend Sarah. She knew a girlfriend Tara, a girlfriend Kate, a girlfriend Bonnie, and they went out and started creating all of their own team members as well. And the point of this is, I didn't know anybody down here, but I did know my single mom friend, Sarah, and I knew she needed this business. My friend Lauren, a good friend of mine who was hit hard by the recession, she's got a massive business now. So many people underneath her that I don't know, but I knew Lauren, and I knew that her family could use this business. So through this, we call this a 3 club. You've got 3 people that got excited about the business, and by excited, I mean they went out and started building themselves a little bit of a customer base, and we call this a 3 club. And at this level, you're going to be earning $1,000 per month or more. And the reason I share that is not to impress you, but to impress upon you how legitimate this is. Over time, anyone can find 3 excited people. You just continue to invite people, and you'll find those people that want the business for themselves. And if you get into the energy of helping others, this will happen. So we get paid in 3 different ways. The last thing I want to say is we get bonus money, which is awesome. You can earn over $30,000 of bonus money on your way to the top. We also get paid retail sales profit, which is just a little bit of money right when the customer orders. We call that the discount. That's what, you start getting customers, and that will give you a little bit of a discount on your product. You get that every month as well. And then we get something called residual income. And residual, this is your 10th of the month paycheck. This is like, some people call it beach money. Some people call it passive income. It's basically like you invested in some really good stocks and you continue to make money off of it monthly. It's like dividends. And what's really interesting is that you can work really hard for 5 years and continue to make this passive income off of your business years later. That's why we call this the retirement business. That's why we call it part-time money, part-time magic. And I love that the income, if you build it right, is passive and solid. And as a single mom, that was really, really important to me. So our business, I'm going to stop the whiteboard right there for a minute. Our company has been around for almost 50 years, and they are totally debt-free. They are a privately held company. We've got over $10 billion in sales, and I love our company. It starts with our leader, owner, and founder, Jay Martin, and he has a big heart for helping people. He's founded a lot of different charities. He's given millions of dollars back to things that matter to him, back to the charities that are important to him. And the reason I say that is because that trickles down. You're going to see the heart of this company. And when they said this is the company with heart, I was like, that does not exist. The skeptic of me fired up once again. And the more I've been involved, the more I'm like, whoa, this company is heads and shoulders above all the other companies for giving back. Tower Gardens into every Boys and Girls Club across North America, giving away 10 million meals to homeless people. And so the company itself just unbelievably giving. And I love that the income that you make from this business is a direct reflection of how many people's lives are changing for the better. People are getting healthier. People are supporting their families. It's just an incredible feeling when your paycheck gets deposited every month on the 10th and you think, oh my gosh, think about the ripples that are happening because I said yes. So for me, that's been the best part. And with that, we get to hear a couple of business stories, and Jeff has offered to share what he loves about his business, his journey with this company.
Perfect. Thanks, Andy. Or sorry, Michelle. Here we go. So my wife and I, we were introduced to Juice Plus through the products and both kind of fell in love with them that way. And she started to learn a little bit more about what the business side had to offer. And while I was still a little bit skeptical, I kind of tried to support her at a bit of a distance. And as she started to build and grow her business, I saw the impact that she was able to make and generating an income all while kind of working from home. So that kind of caught my attention pretty quick. And when I started to compare that to my current job, I don't have the ability to work from home. And if I want to generate more income, that means I've got to give up evenings, weekends, take more call, work more overtime. And for Kels and I, when we start talking about having a family, I'm not really okay with being gone for the evenings and weekends. I know way too many dads that maybe get an hour or two with their kids every night before they got to put them to bed. And, for me, I don't want to be a part-time dad. So for us, that's pretty important. And another big one for us is travel. And right now it feels like we're kind of handcuffed because I only get so much vacation every year. And a lot of that is dictated by how many people are gone from my office already. I'm limited to how much time I can have during the summer. And for me, when I look at the Juice Plus lifestyle and the freedom and choices that are there, it's pretty hard to look past that. Like it's been explained, the business model is proven and the system's pretty simple. Talk to people, share what you know, and it sets them up so that they can do the same. So it's just, like you say, helping people do what you do builds your business bigger, and it creates a big impact. And for me, probably the biggest impact that I've seen through the business is the community and the personal development side of it. It's helped my wife and I through a pretty rough time in our relationship. It helped me with the confidence in doing what I want to do and the clarity to really figure out what I want to do with my life. So that's pretty important to me. And like knowing that there's a support system there for you when you need it, and that everybody does want to see you succeed. It's not a competition. Everybody's on their own journey and they're excited for you all the time. So for me, this is just really the beginning, and I'm pretty excited to actually see what we can do with it. So thank you.
I'm so excited for you guys too. And finding a business like this at your age is really exciting. You're going to be building a legacy that, you know, you can even legacy onto your children. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't know about this business, is that it can be legacied onto your children well after you build this beautiful residual income. As long as your children would like to work your business for you, they will take over all that you've built. And that's incredible. When I think about that, I get goosebumps about, you know, our kids taking over where we've left off long after we're gone. So that's pretty cool. You know, like the ripples are ongoing. And with that, the last story we have tonight is my fiance, Kelly. He's going to share a little bit about his journey with the company.
So guys, I was a welder, previously doing fly in, fly out in the whole camp lifestyle. And, you know, that was tough because I would miss holidays and birthdays and all the sports events, hockey tournaments, soccer tournaments, all the family get-togethers. So that was a hard part about camp life for sure, along with the disconnection. Like I didn't really have my finger on the pulse with my kids. I was really out of touch what was going on all the time when I was away. I was always trying to catch up and trying to figure things out. And also with Michelle, it always seemed to be the time that we would have a little bit of a fight or argue or bicker over things that I know that we would be easily able to get over if I could just talk to her in person and see her. And she's a busy lady too, so we'd always have those text conversations, right? Not those real voice chats. And you know how that texting goes. If you can't feel vibes and tones and stuff, that can get pretty bad. But anyways, that was what camp life was like for me. And the job just wasn't my passion. Not that I was ungrateful for the work, of course. I mean, everybody's happy to work, right? I was truly trading time for money. I spoke with a lady and she asked me, what is your plan to not do that? And that just hit me. I was like, nothing. And that wasn't good enough for me, and it wasn't good enough for my family. So that's when I became really open to other opportunities, and just like a sponge, like, hey, what do you do? What's going on? Like, how do you get, like, what are you doing for work? What's your business? Like, just truly open. So flash forward, the business made sense to me. I loved the product right away. I liked the marketing plan, and the calls online like this make it really easy. The business allowed me to take a job 10 minutes from home for half the pay, be at home every night with the kids having supper or seeing them before they go to school. And that half the pay, that's $100,000 a year, guys. That's real money. Like leaving Fort Mac, that's a pretty serious step. So that was huge. But I was certainly willing to do that for her and the kids. Like, I just got into a place where I was just up in arms with all of it, and she can speak to that as well. I got the connection back with my family almost immediately. The kids started hugging me at the door. I mean, things that would be a big deal for us as a couple in our relationship, we'd be able to sit down on the couch and hammer out over a coffee and fix these things that tear people apart. And I mean, I would trade that money for that any day of the week. And that was the decision we made. And lastly, I'm so excited to tell everyone here, and we haven't really made the announcement yet, but I am completely retiring from welding on July 11th to pursue what I actually want to do. And that's this business here, stocks and investment, and some real estate that we've been working on the side anyways. I always thought I'd be up there basically till I was 65, till I was old and gray, right, guys? Like, I'm just a regular person. I'm a welder. Well, I'm older and grayer anyways. But anyways, I'm excited. We're all excited. This is huge for our family. And, you know, I just admire what she's done so much. And I'm her biggest fan. I'm just here always supportive, and this is unbelievable for my kids, my well-being, my own health. That job is not easy on your body. Smoke, grinding dust, physically, all of it. And I'll be here to coach soccer and see hockey tournaments and all of it. So that's all I got.
It's making me a bit emotional.
Me too.
It's like adding years onto his life, you know, night shift and that kind of work that he was doing, we knew he was trading away years of his life for it. And because of this business, it's not necessary. He can pursue his passions. And you know what? Everybody should have the right to pursue what they feel excited about. And somewhere along the line, we gave away that freedom and that right because we traded in, we have to make a certain amount of money. But, you know, with this business, that's possible too. You can earn 6 figures. I have a very strong 6-figure income. Our business is generating just so much more than we could have ever imagined as a welder and a teacher. And it's because we have decided to give our hearts to helping people. And we have decided to take network marketing seriously. And I always say network marketing is a better way. You just have to find the products that align with your morals and values. And for us, that was this product line, helping people with their health, helping people feel better, helping people function optimally. And so for us, this is an incredible leap into a future filled with passion. And we love what we're modeling to the kids in terms of Kelly being home every night, getting to do what he loves, and just us having this time freedom to put them first. That's really cool. And we know that whether they decide to do this Juice Plus business or not, when they get older, they are certainly going to go out there and shine their lights and pick something that aligns with who they are rather than how much money they make. And that's really cool because there is another way out there. And this is one of them. And, you know, this is the vehicle that has certainly allowed us to live our dream life. We just went and looked at another lake house the other day, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you know, both of us have gone through a lot of life and a lot of painful experiences. And we just feel like, wow, okay, like this is the happy ever after. And thanks to this business, we get to have choice. And so we encourage you who are watching this call to, you know, really ask yourself, is what you're doing right now going to make your life what you want it to be in 5 years? Is there a plan for you to have what you want within 5 years? And if not the Juice Plus company and not the Juice Plus business, if not this, then what? You know, what could it be for you? And if not now, if now isn't the time to change that, to make a move for your financial future, for freedom, more freedom with your family, for more freedom to travel, whatever it is for you, if not now, then when? When is the perfect time? You know, this business fits in very, very part-time. We have calls like this every Wednesday and Thursday night. You can invite people to come to these. If they're interested, great. If not, no worries. So I really thank you guys all for watching the call tonight. And I hope that something resonated with you. And if it did, talk to the person who shared this information with you.